Welcome back. You're still watching the Daily Debate, and I'm honored to be having with me over the program for tonight in the studio Dr. Nevine Nakhla, the Professor of Strategic Management and the Business Administration, Human Development Consultant and Trainer. Thank you very much for being with us tonight once again. We were speaking before the report about the political empowerment for women here in the country. What about the economic segment of it? How do you see it?
We saw a lot in this segment, in the economical segment for empowering women, as we were speaking about the financial inclusion programs. And I would like really to thank the Central Bank of Egypt. There is a great initiative to open a financial inclusion account for women of Egypt, even if they are coming from the unofficial economy. They accept women to go to Egyptian banks and open accounts with no down payment, with no registration, commercial registration yet.
Just with the ID?
Just with the ID.
Yeah.
And they open it without any down payment. Usually when you want to open a bank account for a company, you need at least to put a 50,000 K in the account. It is completely free of charge and free of any down payment. This is one thing. The other thing also, they made for Egyptian women economic empowerment. They can take a loan for their projects with only 5% interest rate. And this is, I mean, this is a big support.
Yes.
Economically also, we saw a lot of incubators giving a lot of training on marketing, feasibility study, finance. A lot of the ecosystem is full of support. Even now, there is in the ecosystem, there is a very big pillar of supporting women of Egypt to export their products as SMEs, as small and medium enterprises. Also, economically, we saw part of it also the protection, the social solidarity protection programs for women that are in less fortunate areas, less needy. So economically, we saw a lot of progress in this file, and very consolidated and very integrated together with all the ministries. Also, a lot of training on digital literacy and digital marketing. We saw a lot of events giving them the voice to really feel proud and show their products. We saw also a lot of fairs to display their products and their services. We're not only talking about women that are economically having products, but also services like sports, education, a lot in this file.
On the other hand, Doctor, how do you see the importance of empowering women socially here in the country? Did we take enough steps to be doing so, or we did just focus on the political empowerment and the economic empowerment, which of course led to the social empowerment to women?
We saw that the social file also was very well tackled.
Yes.
And a lot in the culture for women, especially in Upper Egypt and on the borders of Egypt. Women were not allowed at the beginning to educate to a certain education. This is not the norms now. In the last 10 years, with a lot of initiatives and knocking on the door and awareness sessions and even the TV programs, the movies, everything socially empowered women. Also, there is another pillar which is very important in the ecosystem of women empowerment, which is mentoring and coaching. Inside each incubator and inside each initiative, there are certified mentors and coaches. They are completely volunteering to support other women. We saw also a lot of networks for women to support each other. A lot of training on the teamwork. We saw also in the value chain, in the supply chain, in many areas, in many villages, it is like someone will do a part, the other one will do another part, and another one will assemble. We saw it, for example, in Monofia, in one of the hubs for teaching them how to do school bags and school shoes, in the sun-dried tomatoes. So many production hubs are made with the value chain, adding value in each house and in each workshop, even in small textile work. So I mean, socially, of course, the women of Egypt are very much empowered, and we are in the golden era in Egypt.
Yes, Doctor, you mentioned also a number of initiatives that were implemented by the political leadership for the benefit, not just for women, but for the entire nation, of course. But for women, how do you see the importance of the initiatives like Haya Karima, a decent life, for example, Takaful and the Karama, dignity and solidarity, as you mentioned? Those initiatives, what are the importance of having those initiatives for the benefit of women in specific, and have they achieved their goals, or do we need more time?
These initiatives were very crucial, and as we said, the Egyptian political leaders, they are not doing anything ad hoc. They are not doing anything without proper planning and proper strategic planning.
Yes.
So when they made the need assessment and the gap assessment, the initiatives, each initiative is bridging the gap between the city and the rural areas or the more needy areas. For example, the Decent Life Initiative, it gave to the women of Egypt and to the families of Egypt a real decent life, access to education, access to health, access to clean water, even visually the lining of the canals. A lot of work done, even in these Decent Life initiatives.
Yes.
We have the libraries and places to read. Also the fiber optics and the access to internet. This gave equality as one of the sustainable development goals. Egypt was one of the first countries in Africa to achieve these goals by these initiatives. We saw the initiative also of the Million Health, and we saw the initiative of the breast cancer screening.
Yes.
Millions of women are screened, and a lot of early detected cases operated and supported. We saw also in this initiative Takaful and Karama and Rabha, and a lot of initiatives for women in general to make sure that they are financially able. So no violence.
Yes.
Like old age. We used to see in old age in Egypt 11 years ago, there was a lot of violence towards women and towards girls. Wrong cultural things were done. Now we don't hear about them anymore. There is health awareness and cultural awareness. The norms are changed, and for anyone who is specialized in behavior, the most difficult part in changing anything is behavior. And we see that after 11 years of working on awareness, the behavior is changed and the norms are changed. So these initiatives are very crucial and very important, and they are doing their job well, because also the support not only from the government. These initiatives are very inclusive. NGOs, the society, the government, the ministers, I mean everyone is working together, and everything is well monitored and evaluated. And this is another step in our strategic planning for these initiatives. Everything is measured with very well assigned KPIs, and evaluated and adjusted if there is any deviation in the requested output. It is immediately adjusted back to its goal.
Yes, and doctor, finally, because we are running out of time, we only have about 2 minutes. You mentioned that there is a better access for women to education and health. Do you think that this will be leading to better job opportunities for the women here in the country, in the business sector and in the field of entrepreneurship?
Yes, of course. And we saw this by numbers. And numbers are not coming out from Egypt. Numbers are coming out from the international indexes showing that unemployment rates for women dropped a lot. We have a lot of women entrepreneurs in the ecosystem. They are very much served and supported by the incubators, by the training, by the financial inclusion, by the support with mentors and coaches. And when we say the support of mentors, is the support of networking together and teamwork. So we are on the right track, and we're doing great, thanks God. Looking forward for more and more to be achieved.
Yes, hopefully. Dr. Nevine Nakhla, the Professor of Strategic Management and the Business Administration, Human Development Consultant and Trainer, thank you very much for being with us tonight on the Daily Debate.
Thank you.
And this brings us to the end of the Daily Debate for tonight. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.